All right, we back at it again with G and Ray. We you feel me? So we both got a book called "The Way of the Superior Man," and Ray put me on with this. I haven't finished it, but I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I'm on part 2 right now, but I do want to go over with one of the parts on part 1 and just address about it, talk about it. Anything about like what your guys going through right now in the process of dealing with a woman.
Well, we all going through for real. No lie.
Everybody going through it. What's going on at work? You feel me? Or you just can't find yourself. You dig? One thing, there's one chapter I want to talk about on part 1 is your purpose must come before your relationship. That is true. And I believe that your purpose should come first before your woman, because you're the only person that you got at the end of the day. You with yourself 24/7.
Yeah.
You feel me? You're in your mind all the time. So whatever you think, whatever you dreaming, it do come reality. What do you think?
I feel like, to an extent, your purpose should come before anything. You know, they say you can't really help nobody till you help yourself.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I would say, even in the sense of when it comes to like family, you know what I'm saying? Some things you have to sacrifice to, you know, get where you need to go.
Right.
And, you know, relationships, this and that, these things, you know, come second to a purpose. You know, in a man's life, I feel like that's how it should be. Not saying that you should neglect these things, your relationship or your family, you know what I'm saying? But putting priorities in the place of where they need to go. You know what I'm saying? I feel like purpose is definitely that top thing.
Because once you lose yourself, if like let's just say, like, for an example, like if you put on all your efforts and your whole heart onto one person, and that's the only person you're thinking about all the time, even at the end of the day, even when you're sleeping. If something happens, if something happens where it just everything cuts off, you can't get contact with him or her, and you can't speak to them, and now you're just in the urge of missing them. You're eager to want to be in their presence, and when you're not able to be in their presence, now you feel lost. You feel lost. You feel like oh, now the whole world is against you because you lost something that you couldn't even control of. The only thing you can control is your purpose and is yourself. So when you do put yourself first, if anything happens, you wouldn't crash out. You wouldn't just be all mad against the world. You just be able to get back on top of your game.
That's a fact. You got a foundation set. I think when it comes to that, you know, you in a situation like that, from my experiences at least, you know, getting to a point where you done been so focused on somebody else and you lose them, I feel like that's where, you know, it's like a crossroads that you're standing at. You know, you're either going one way or the other. And usually it's really, either way, it's chasing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's really making a determination of what you're chasing at that point. You know, either you feel like you lost the person and you're going to chase the person until you find them or get them, or, you know what I'm saying, you chase your growth and your purpose. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you get to that crossroads and, you know, you really got to make a choice, because like you said, losing yourself is, I feel like that's something that's not an option, really. But it's something that does happen. It didn't happen to me. You feel me? It happens to all of us, I feel like. You know, we all got to go through that to learn and understand.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
When you say losing yourself is not an option, like, it's like you saying it's not a choice?
No, it's not an option. Like it's not on the list of things that you can choose from. Like you know how you got a multiple choice question on the test, and it has like A, B, C, and then D, none of the above. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker's not on that list at all. Like lose myself, it's not on there. It's not gonna happen. I've done that before. I know where that leads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where my mindset is. That's why I said that.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like anything that has the potential to, you know, try or, you know, try to steer me or direct me into that way or area of losing myself is getting, I'm getting rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it won't last in my reality because that is no longer my reality. Like that's something that I feel like we all gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what he's saying in a sense. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty much saying the same thing. Like as if it's a law that you should live by.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely a universal law as well.
Yeah. I feel like it's like a moral, really. You know, a standard.
So that's for that one. And then one more, never change your mind just to please a woman. Never change your mind to please a woman. I've changed my mind so many times.
I have to. I done this shit for sure.
To please a broad. What was your experience of changing? Like, what situation made you want to change yourself just to please a woman?
I could bring up a bunch of different situations. To be honest, I've done that shit a lot. What I learned from it though is that, you know, really like he's saying in the book, you know what I'm saying? You give up trust in yourself when you make the decision that somebody else is offering you. You know what I'm saying? It shows that you're not confident in your own direction, in your own intuition, and your own knowledge of the world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's why he's saying not to do that, because women are attracted to leaders. Women are attracted to men who are assertive, who are dominant, and, you know, who can give them direction. You know, women a lot of the times is spiraling all over the place. One second they feel this, one second they feel that, one second they doing this and want to do this, and yeah, so they're very indecisive, you know what I'm saying? Which is why we have this universal joke as men that, you know, you can't ask your woman where she want to eat.
That is true.
You feel what I'm saying?
That is true.
So
that shit turns into a whole argument.
So that could be my example of when, you know, a certain situation like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where you want to eat? I don't know. Where you want to eat? And she asking me, you know what I'm saying? Where you want to eat? Pick something. Oh, it's up to you. Instead of just picking something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Leaving it up to her, you kind of putting her in the space where she has to lead or where she has to direct the situation instead of you taking lead yourself. And that's what I did a lot. I did that a lot in damn near all of my past relationships. For real.
What part do you think, like, what areas should we have them lead at? Because we can't lead everything.
That is true. I mean, I feel like it really depends. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily have to lead everything. A woman will naturally.
Does it have to be like outside activities that we only have to lead, and then the things that indoors they lead? Because when I was with my ex, she was assertive of how she want, you know, her future house to look like. She was like, "Oh, you're not decorating the house, I am," and I'm like, "That's fine. I mean, I'm just gonna let you lead into that."
Is that something that you really care about? Is it something that's near and dear to you that you're like?
No, not at all.
Do you get what I'm saying? So that's where.
Yeah.
You feel me? situations like that. I feel like that's where women will naturally lead. You get what I'm saying? They won't look for you. They won't look to you for direction. They already know. You know what I'm saying? Unless, you know, you got good taste in artistry and decor and shit like that, then yeah, your woman will, you know, hey, yada yada. You know, how do you think this will look? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do I look good in this dress? Yada yada. They come to you for these things. You know what I'm saying? So when they don't need you to lead certain situations, they'll just do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fast.
But honestly, outside of that, just it's just about leading. You know what I'm saying? Lead your life. Lead yourself. Lead pretty much everything you do. You know what I'm saying? Just embodying. It's about embodying that sense of leadership. Even when you being a student, a lot of people don't like being a student and having somebody teach them. But to be a student, you have to lead yourself. If that makes sense. You have to lead yourself to be open to someone else's teaching.
That should give me a little twist.
You get what I'm saying?
Gotta be able to lead yourself.
The best teacher is always a better student. Nobody will ever know everything there is to know. So when you become a better student, you'll know more. You can be a better teacher. You can be a better leader because you know more. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what I think about that.
Do you think young men get misconstrued on the culture that they're in? Being like, all right, let me put an example. Like, I thought being a leader is like, you got to be gangster. Like, I thought about being a leader, like, you got to be rough, you got to be gangster, you got to talk like this, you got to like dress a certain way just to get your way,
right?
Without even like wanting to like verbally like. I didn't put no effort into my conversations or my vocabulary, my communication. I didn't take no effort in that. All I was just putting a persona of this like rough, tough guy, and just thinking that would lead the way, like that would make her like, oh, he's acting like this. I should just, you know, make sure I don't say nothing, such because I don't know when he's gonna snap. It's like a dog.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's like a dog can't talk, but you can feel his presence whenever he looks a certain way or acts a certain way. You don't want to test the nigga, so you just let him do what he want to do. Yeah. So that's why that's why I'll be feeling like young men when they do act like gangsters or put on a persona of who they not are. They think they're leaders doing that.
Yeah.
Do you think like
they're misled? That's what you asked them. Do I think that they're misled?
Yeah, like they're misconstruing.
I think a lot of us is misled. You know what I'm saying? We're not taught certain things. We come from a culture and a background where all of that shit is glorified. You know what I'm saying? That's the cool thing to be. Be a thug, be a gangster, street nigga, real nigga. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the realest thing that you can be is yourself. You know what I mean? And that's not something that we're necessarily taught. Like, people don't teach you how to be yourself. They can't teach you how to be yourself. You have to unlearn what you've gained. The traits that you've picked up, those same traits that you're talking about. Being this, I'm gonna be dominant, I'm gonna be alpha, I'm gonna be aggressive, I'm gonna be you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a gangster, I'm gonna be a player, I'm gonna be all of the shit you pick up. But these are things that we learn from being children. You know what I'm saying? And as children, that's where we're the biggest student. Between the first 12 years of our lives, you know what I'm saying? All we're doing is learning pretty much. And, you know, we pick up these different traits from, you know, environment, family, friends, society, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You go outside, you go to school. All of this shit is kind of molding you into who you should be, as they say. You know what I'm saying? And now we're the generation of the internet. So, you know, we also have that. Instagram telling people how to be, who to be.
Thank you for watching. You already know it's G and Ray, and we're gonna see y'all in the next video.
Y'all check that book out, man.
Absolutely.
The Way of a Superior Man by David Deida. Check that out for sure. Let's focus. Yeah, definitely check that out.